Hi, welcome to the Peaceful Home. Today we are continuing the series on better bedtimes, and I'm going to show you how to do a quick training session showing a toddler or young child about the 2 bedtime rules. I'm Theresa Elling. If we haven't met, I'm a parenting coach and I love talking to parents about training. In this series about bedtime, we are talking about kind of emotional issues with our kids, practical issues of how we can all get a better night's sleep, and how we can tuck our children in without having to spend 2 hours laying down with them until they fall asleep. The 2 rules for bedtime are no noise, no talking, and no getting out of bed. And when I tell parents to make sure to enforce those rules, they think, well, how do I do that? What if my child just keeps getting out of bed? Again, refer to that first video for training. Before you start this new way of doing bedtime, you want to do some training ahead of time with the 2 rules. So what I would do is talk to my child about what the 2 rules are. Maybe write them out or draw some pictures showing what they are. And then one of the keys in doing training is to actually show your child what you want them to do. So that means you're going to go and climb in their bed and you're going to show them, okay, you be the mommy or the daddy and I'll be you. And you want to practice and show them how to do what you're asking. So show them what it looks like for you to be quiet. And then you also could give an example of being loud or calling out, "Mommy!" or whatever it is, and explaining like, no, 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 we don't make noise. We don't call for mom and dad. Remember, mom and dad will come and check on you. And then the second rule, talk about what it means to be in bed. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care if they're upside down or roundabout or somersaulting, as long as they're quiet and they're on their bed. So you might sleep in a couple of different ways and show your child those. A lot of times they think it's really funny when you do something unusual, like put your head at the foot and your feet up at the head on the pillow. Usually they're laughing and is this okay? I'm still on my bed. Yep, you could sleep like this if you want to. But then start to show some of the no-nos. So if I crawl down and get out of my bed, no, no, no. I stay on my bed. What if I reach down and I put my foot on the floor? No, no, no. I have to stay on the bed. What if I climb onto the nightstand? No, no, no. I have to stay on the bed. You can come up with silly things to show your child the yeses and the nos, what to do and what not to do. You also could have them practice. Again, this is depending on their age. So this is going to be very different with a 2-year-old versus a 3.5-year-old. And if you're working with a child that's a little younger, then you don't need to go into so much detail. What you do every night in practicing and reinforcing their good behavior is going to be enough. The other thing I want to mention is that it is the parent's responsibility at this age for a child to make sure they have everything they need before bed. So make sure you have your checklist. If they need a blankie, they need a stuffed animal, they need a water cup, have all of that ready. Do not give them any excuse to get down out of their bed. Make sure that they've brushed their teeth and they've gone to the bathroom. Do all of that ahead of time so that there's no reason for them to come out. Now, even if they do get down out of their bed because you forgot the water, you have to say, you cannot get out of bed. You have to wait for mom to come and check on you. And when you establish those parameters, like in that first video, when you go back to check in and they say, Mom, I don't have water. Okay, I'll go get you water because you forgot it. You go get it and you bring it back. They just can't call for you. Now, I guarantee you, if there is an actual emergency, your child is going to yell for you. If there is really something major, like a ball just got thrown through their window, they're going to yell out and you're going to know about it. So you don't need to worry about that. For the training, they aren't allowed to call out to you or to make noise. But again, this is why the check-in is important. You check in, it's on your terms. And when you're checking on them, you can see if there's anything else they need. Now, if they're wanting something that's not part of their bedtime routine, like, well, I want this special book or this toy, Nope, this is what you have for bedtime. And stick to that. If you allow your child to send you off to get something else, that shows them that you have to be available to get all kinds of things that they might want. So start with just the basics. That's what they have, and they can't request any other toys to have in their bed or anything else that you would go to get for them. This is completely optional, but if you've already been dealing with a child who's hungry at bedtime, make sure that they have a snack right before they brush their teeth. It doesn't have to be much, but enough that they're not going to be hungry. And even if they say they are, you can say, nope, you had your bedtime snack, and now it's time to go to sleep. Don't underestimate the importance of training sessions. Just walking through with your child the do's and don'ts of whatever it is that you're asking of them. Give this training a try, and your child will be so much better prepared for implementing this new system for better bedtimes. Thank you so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. Have a great day.